Bonjour, good morning. Today is my day 15. I am leaving Limogne for Lalbenque. It should be just over 14 miles, but I think my math is terrible because I have underestimated, I think, every single day. I think yesterday was pretty close to 20 miles. It was only supposed to be 15, so I need to check my math. Doing a very good job. On the way into Limogne yesterday, we passed a number of round stone buildings, bories. They date back as early as the 7th century. They're used to store whatever you want to store in it. Grain, if you have an ox or a cow, you can put it in there. Temporary shelter for a farmer. And they are put together completely without mortar. So a bit of an architectural wonder as they're still standing. There's a park on your way in to Limogne that you will walk through. It's part of the GR65 where you're going to see a number of them. And it's really something to be walking through the antiquities. I have to say that the gîte where I stayed last night, and I will put the contact information down below when I get a minute to do so, was wonderful. The host and hostess were as warm and accommodating as can be, but the food was out of this world. The best, literally the best chicken I've ever had in my whole life. So don't miss that opportunity. And bon chemin, bon chemin. Bonjour. So I've been on trail for an hour and a half, and it looks just like this, every bit of it, for the last hour and a half. Gently rolling, with trees on either side, a nice wide track. There's nothing much more to say about this. I think today is supposed to be a little bit easier, and I'm grateful for that. It's just nice. I have my trail legs now that I am 2 weeks in, and I have really relaxed into Camino or Chemin. I'm making some friends, so shout out to Sylvie and Sophie from France, and my two fun roommates last night, Lydia and Eve from Belgium. They did not bring any chocolate, so I'm going to have to go visit them and find the good Belgium chocolate. I think that's it. I could go on forever feeling as good as I do. Bon chemin. Exactly 2 hours in this morning, and I have reached the town of Varennes. And guess who gets a cafe au lait? Oh, that's me! Yay! Bon chemin. After a full hour-long break, I'm back in rain gear, and I can't decide what it's going to do. Half the sky is blue, and half the sky is dark. So we march on, right? That's the given. Bon chemin. Bonjour. So this looks like a pretty easy piece of trail where I'm not going to fall on my face. So let's talk about language. I am, as far as I can tell at this point, the only American out here. And, you know, a bit of an interesting person to many, which is nice. I don't hate the attention. And there are just a few survival phrases. And, you know, in the United States, when you're passing somebody, hi, how are you? Fine, thank you, right? And that's a complete conversation. Well, they have the very same conversation in French. And it's pretty easy, and it's complete, and nothing else is expected of you. It is, ça va? How are you? Ça va bien, merci. I am well, thank you. Et vous? And you? Bien, merci. That's it. Whole conversation. Easy to do. Nothing else is expected of you. Two other critical phrases. Je suis désolé. I am sorry. It's just polite, right? And also, it handily goes together with je ne parle pas français. I do not speak French, which, by the way, is horribly, as I pronounce everything, it's fairly obvious. Parlez-vous anglais? Do you speak English? And typically, my experience over the last 2 weeks is no. No, I do not. Bonjour for good day, and bonsoir, good evening, have a good evening. It's both a greeting and a farewell. And bonne nuit is final. That's, I'm packing it in, this kid is going to bed. And that is it. Au revoir, farewell, and there, in just about a minute, I have exhausted all the French I know. But it is getting me by. I would recommend that, you know, you learn some other phrases to add to your repertoire. But everyone here is very kind and patient, and there are many people who know, you know, a bit of English. I've even had some meaningful conversations. It's been very nice. Bon chemin. Here's a tricky little corner. So I am going to Mas de Vers, 9.6 kilometers. So I know which direction I'm going in, and the little sign says GR65. If I just turn a bit, we have GR36 and 46 going to Saint-Cirque de Poupy. It's also red and white, and if you look down in their direction, right there on that tree, red and white marker. So that could be a little bit confusing. Best to know what little towns you're headed for. According to the sign in Bach, I have come, let's see, where is it? Oh, for heaven's sakes, Le Puy. I have come 323 kilometers, and Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port is 417 kilometers away. So I'm not quite halfway yet. Best to keep walking. the trail 6 hours with 1 hour break. So 5 hours walking, and I think you can see that little has changed. From a walking standpoint, it's pretty nice. I don't mind that I'm not being challenged up and down mountains today. Bon chemin. Hey, yes! Oh, come on. Wonderful! And she arrived. The home stretch. The last maybe 3 or 4 kilometers of the day. Yeah, these are some happy hikers. We are happy hikers.